To celebrate Valentine's Day, TDS has added 5 brand new skins and brought back 12 old limited time skins. So there's a total of 17 Valentine skins you can collect in-game right now, which you can get from completing some missions or buying crates for 199 Robux. Unfortunately, it's pretty difficult to get every single one of these skins, so in this video, I'll be showcasing every single level of every single skin, then give my personal ranking of how good they are. I'm even going to be including 2 Valentine skins that did not get added back to the game. Hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get started. Because there are so many skins, I'll be including timestamps of every single skin in the description. Starting off strong, we have one of the new skins, the Lovestriker Rocketeer. At level 0, it has an off-white helmet with a red line, a white shirt, a dark pink dress, a heart-shaped rocket launcher, and some wings. From the side, you can see the rocket launcher is designed to look like a crossbow. On its back, we get a better view of its wings, and we can see that it has a little feather particle effect. At level 1, it gets a pair of gray gloves. At level 2, it has a different pose, the crossbow is slightly pinker, and it has a heart-shaped scope. The rocket launcher also gets some red fluff on its back. At level 3, the rocket launcher is now attached to a metal frame, which has a bunch of hearts and other trinkets. The Rocketeer also now has a red hat with a paradoxum symbol. On its back, we can see the rocket launcher now has a wing attached to it. Finally, at max level, it now has a quad rocket launcher with 4 heart-shaped holes. It also has a heart-shaped scope sticking out of its side, and on the Rocketeer's back, the wings are now much bigger. On its side, the rocket launcher is white and pink with a red ribbon in the middle. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. As you can see, it has custom missiles and a cool pink explosion. Finally, it has a little pink explosion effect when being placed down. This is a great skin to start off with. Not only does it have a really nice design at every single level, with a lot of details and no strange colors sticking out, it also got some cool particle effects, and I absolutely love the way the missiles sound. Because of that, I'm starting off with a solid 9 out of 10. Honestly, the only thing it could improve on is having some kind of custom animation. Next up, we have the Valentines Sniper. At level 0, there's a red and pink outfit, a backwards hat, and the default gun model. At level 1, it gets some black gloves. At level 2, it gets some wing-shaped headphones and orange glasses. At level 3, it now has a green sniper rifle and a pink backpack. And at max level, it now gets a longer gray sniper rifle. This is how it looks attacking at level 0. And this is how it looks attacking at max level. It also has some heart particles and sound effect when being placed down. Overall, this skin is pretty boring. While the clothing is kind of clean and I do quite like the backpack, the fact that it just has the default gun is super lame. The only thing it really has going for it is the heart effect when you place it down, but it's still a very boring skin. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. For our next skin, we have the Chocolatier Militant. At level 0, it has a chef's hat, orange hair, a black and red outfit, and a black gun. From behind, we can see it has a red bow tie in its hair and a little backpack with a heart. At level 1, it gets some black gloves, sunglasses, and a headset with a microphone. At level 2, the barrel of its gun gets slightly longer. At level 3, the gun now has a red laser attached to it, and at max level, it switches to a red and white color palette. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. Finally, it also has the heart particle effect when being placed down. I'm personally not very fond of this skin. I think it's okay at level 0, where although it does look quite goofy, has quite a bit of details, and I especially like the bow tie on its head and the chef's hat. However, since it just uses the default gun, its weapon looks so out of place at max level. The green laser does not match it at all, and honestly completely ruins the skin. And I know this isn't the skin's fault, but the animations just look so stiff. It would really need some kind of custom animation to save it. So just because I think level 0 is okay, I'm gonna give it like a 5.7 out of 10. Next up, we have the Heartbreak Executioner. At level 0 is a dark purple and golden outfit, purple hair, a darkened face, zippers on its shoes, and a custom axe. On its back, it has a container with a variety of different colors of yarn and a pair of scissors. At level 1, it gets some black gloves and some white fluff at its neck. At level 2, its shirt now turns a purplish blue, and its axe becomes slightly bigger. At level 3, it gets a gray bear mask and some broken hearts on its knees, and from behind, we can see it has a couple more broken hearts all around. And at max level, it now has some gray bear paws, an X over one of its eyes, it's torn up and broken, and its axe has been replaced with a giant pair of scissors. It also has some big nails in its shoulders, and this is how it looks from behind. You can see just how big the nails are. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. This is how its projectile looks zooming around at max level. Finally, it has a white heartbreak effect when placing it down. Oh my god, I love this skin. It has a very nice design throughout all of its levels, with a good color palette and a cool theme going on, where it gradually gets more and more covered with its own yarn. And it just looks so cool at max level. This creepy, cursed looking bear is just awesome, and I'm a very big fan. The only thing is missing is some kind of custom sound effect. So I think this is another solid 9 out of 10. Very nice skin. For next skin, we have... oh shit, wrong one. For next skin, we have the Valentines Scout. At level 0, there's a red hat with a heart on it, a red and golden jacket, jacket, a gray shirt, and a heart on its belt. At level 1, it gets a pair of brown gloves. At level 2, it gets some sunglasses and ear-shaped headphones. At level 3, it gets some red and golden knee pads, a white shirt with a heart on it, and some brown straps on its arms. And at max level, it now has a bandana, 2 pistols, and a bag strapped across its chest. This is how it looks attacking at level 0. And this is how it looks attacking at max level. It also has the heart effect when you place it down. Honestly, I really like the skin. Despite not being super flashy and being a little bit outdated, I think it is a super clean design at every single level. I mean, just look at that fit. He looks straight out of JoJo's. This, combined with the little heart effect when you place it down, makes this quite a nice skin, especially since you will only really be using it in the early game. So even if max level doesn't look quite as good as the earlier levels, you're never going to be using a max level scout. However, it doesn't have any custom animations or sound effects, so I'm going to rank it as a decent 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we have the Valentines Commander. At level 0, it has a pink shirt, a pink hat, some brown straps coming up from its pants, and a default walkie-talkie. On its back, we can see there's 3 brown straps coming together in the middle. At level 1, it gets some pink sunglasses and brown gloves. Nothing changes at level 2. At level 3, its shirt and hat are now bright pink, and it has a darker pink vest with a heart. On its back, we can see it has some sort of pink cape hanging over its pants. And at max level, it now has a red and golden jacket, a white shirt, and the Paradoxum logo on its pedestal. On its back, we can see it has 2 scrolls tied together with a bow tie. This is how it looks when using its ability, having no special sound effect, and it unfortunately just has the default APCs. It does, however, have the heart effect when you place it down. This skin really doesn't have that much going on. Max level does look pretty good. However, it has a default ability, default vehicles, and every level before it is so boring. It literally just has a pink shirt and the default walkie-talkie. I would give this skin a 5 out of 10, but just because I kind of like the max level, I'm gonna give it a 5.5 out of 10. Next up, we have the Cupid Accelerator. At level 0, it has a bald head, a pink outfit, and his laser gun has 4 pink prongs. On its back, it has a big heart-shaped energy tank. At level 1, it gets some neon pink visors. At level 2, the heart gets slightly bigger. At level 3, it gets a black mask. At level 4, it gets a pink hood with some wings, and at max level, it now has a heart covering his face, and the neon lights on the heart tank are now a much darker red. This is how it looks attacking at level 0. And this is how it looks attacking at max level. I think the skin looks fantastic at levels 4 and 5. Really cool design. I love the pink and red beams, and it's overall just great. However, I think it looks really silly at the earlier levels, especially level 0, where it's just bald. So while levels 4 and 5 might be 9 or 10 out of 10, the earlier levels knock it down to an 8 out of 10. Still a really nice skin. Next up, we have another new skin, the Heartbreak Jester. At level 0 is a white, red, and golden helmet, a set of armor with a similar color palette, and his bomb is replaced with a chocolate heart. From behind, we can see the tip of its hat curls together, and it has a red, gold, and brown bag. At level 1, it gets some white gloves and a little bit of extra fluff on its sleeves. From behind, we can see it has a little white and gold skirt. At level 2, it now has a much pointier hat, a golden star-shaped frame across its mask, and a red and golden coat. From behind, we can see it has a bit of spiky fabric across its neck. At level 3, it now has a much more roughed up outfit and an overall more dark color palette. It also gets a silver broken heart hanging from its hat. And at max level, it's now carrying 2 bombs, and it switches to a black and red color palette, also having some big metal spikes across its body. On its hat, it also has some dark red roses. This is what it looks like from behind, and as you can see, the metal spikes go all the way around. This is how it looks attacking at level 0. And this is how it looks attacking at max level. It also has a Heartbreak particle effect when you place it down. This is how it looks with the fire bombs equipped, the ice bombs, the poison bombs, and the confusion bombs. This skin is unbelievably peak. This genuinely might be one of my new favorite skins in the game. It has such a cool design at every single level, with this evil medieval knight/jester theme going on. I absolutely love it. The amount of details is insane. There is not a single ugly level, and it has custom bombs for every single type. Even though it doesn't have a custom animation or sound effect, I still think the skin is worthy of a 10 out of 10. It is so good. But you know what will be even better than this skin? You hitting that like and subscribe button right now. These videos take forever to make, so if you don't click those buttons, I will find you. Anyways, for our next skin, we have the Valentines Archer. At level 0, it has no hair, a completely pink outfit, and a pink bow. At level 1, it gets some orange and black gloves. At level 2, it gets some pink heart-shaped glasses and some brown headphones. At level 3, it gets a pink hat and some extra fluff around its neck, which from behind we can see goes all the way around. At level 4, it now has some neon lights on its bow and a quill with some arrows on its back. And at max level, it gets some extra neon lights on its arms and a pair of knee pads. This is how it looks attacking at level 0. And this is how it looks attacking at max level. This skin is straight dookie. At the earlier levels, it's literally just wearing a pink shirt. It doesn't even have hair. Now while it looks alright at max level, literally every level leading up to that is terrible. Like at level 2, its sunglasses aren't even in the correct position. You can still see his eyes. This is a very outdated and low quality skin, but I guess max level looks okay, so I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. For our next skin, we have the Valentines Soldier. At level 0, it is a red hat with a heart, a pink shirt, a pink gun, red pants with some gold details, and a big heart on his back. At level 1, it gets a pair of brown gloves. At level 2, it gets a pair of sunglasses and wing-shaped headphones. At level 3, it gets some black and pink straps on his chest, and it gets some extra belts across his body. And at max level, it now has a bright pink military cap, which is a heart with an arrow through it, and he gets some neon red hearts on his knee pads. This is how it looks attacking at level 0. And this is how it looks attacking at max level. It also has the heart effect when placing it down. This skin is a very similar design to the Valentines Scout, and the only real difference between them is I would say this one has a worse max level. I think the pink military cap looks kinda goofy, and it doesn't really match with its sunglasses. But I do quite like the skin's earlier levels, so I'm gonna give it an alright 6.8 out of 10. Next up, we have the Valentines Electroshocker. At level 0, it is a pink hat, a pink shirt, and pink pants. At level 1, it gets a pair of black gloves and a neon pink visor. At level 2, it gets some black headphones and a black backpack. At level 3, it gets a pink scarf and some knee pads. At level 3, it has a neon orange vest and a more advanced looking taser, and at max level it has black and for some reason neon orange armor. It also has 2 wings attached to his helmet. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. As you can see, unfortunately, its projectile is not pink. It does, however, have the heart effect when placed down. This one is a lot like the Archer skin. The earlier levels are terrible, with level 0 literally just being a pink shirt with no details, but then max level being okay. However, the fact that the electricity is not pink, and for some reason its visors turn orange, makes me not really like the skin. And since the earlier levels really suck, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10. For our next skin, we have the Heartbreak Engineer. At level 0, it has a darkened face, black hair, a red shirt, black pants, and a red tip on his nail gun. From behind, we can see her hair goes into a ponytail. At level 1, it gets some black gloves. At level 2, it gets a radiating antenna, which is coming out of a black and white backpack. Nothing seems to change at level 3. At level 4, the nail gun gets slightly bigger. At level 5, it now gets some neon white eyes and a red rose in his hair. And at max level, it now has some white shoulder pads, and his nail gun now has 2 prongs with neon lights in the middle. This is how it looks attacking at level 0. And this is how it looks attacking at max level. Unfortunately, it only has the default sentries. However, it does have the Heartbreak particle effect with being placed down. I love the way the skin looks until it gets to weird white eyes. Those kind of mess the skin up in my opinion, and it does suck that the skin doesn't have any custom sentries. However, I still think it has a really nice design, and all the levels before it gets to weird white eyes are really good. So I'm gonna give this a 7.8 out of 10. For our next skin, we have one of the new ones, the Chocolatier Sledger. At level 0, it has a white and pink chef's outfit, pink hair, and instead of a sledgehammer, is holding onto a fork which is attached to a cake. At level 1, it gets a white apron with a bow tie. At level 2, it gets some pink sunglasses, and the back side of the hammer gets slightly bigger. At level 3, it gets a gray strap around its arm, and a piece of pink candy on its back. At level 4, it gets a pink heart pendant on its hat, and at max level, it now switches to a red color palette and has a much bigger cake. On its back, we can see it now has 2 pieces of pink candy. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and as you can see, there's a custom effect when enemies are hit, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. As you can see, the frost effect is replaced by a bunch of candy, which I think looks amazing. This is a fantastic skin. Not only does it have a very creative design, with my favorite part being the cake on a fork as the hammer, but it also has an extremely cool custom effect when attacking. I genuinely love this skin so much, so I'm gonna give this another 10 out of 10. For our next skin, we have the Cupid Crook boss. At level 0, it has a pink suit, a pink fedora, some neon heart knee pads, and a black gun. At level 1, it gets some black gloves and a red bandana over one eye. At level 2, it gets a much bigger hat, some darker pink details on the shirt, and some pink fluff under its neck. At level 3, it has a different pose, a neon heart on its arm, a rose at the end of its gun, and a red rose covering its eye. And at max level, it has a neon pink flower sticking out of its hat. It also has a pink quiver on its back filled with arrows. This is how the pistol crooks look, this is how the level 3 Tommy Crook looks, and this is how the max level bodyguard looks. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. I'd say this skin is the definition of flashy. It has a ton of very stylish details and maybe almost too many at max level. I'd say it looks kind of messy at max level. However, I also think it looks very cool and I do quite like the units. However, the units aren't super interesting and I wish they had as many details as the actual Crook itself. But it's a nice skin, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. For our next skin, we have the Valentines Ranger. At level 0, it has a pink outfit, a pink hat with a pink feather, and a pink railgun with 2 feathers at the front. On its back, it has 2 pink straps. At level 1, it gets a pair of purple and golden gloves. gloves. At level 2, it gets a purple bandana with a neon pink heart symbol in the middle. From behind, we can see it now has a backpack with a purple and golden heart and 2 wings attached. At level 3, it gets a much bigger hat with a dark pink feather coming out of it. And finally, at max level, his railgun now has 4 wings, the Ranger has a different pose, and from behind, we can see the backpack now has 2 scrolls attached and a lot more wings. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. For a long time, I've considered this to be one of the coolest skins in the entire game. I think it has by far one of the most unique designs, and it looks absolutely incredible at max level. Even though it has no custom animations and no custom sound effects, this is in my opinion an easy 10 out of 10. There really isn't any other skin like this. Now, for our last currently obtainable skin, we have the Lovestriker Brawler, which also happens to be one of the new ones. At level 0, it has white hair, a custom animation, a red bow tie, a white shirt, a purple dress, big red fists, and 2 red thingies sticking out of its hair. At level 1, it gets a light blue fluffy jacket. At level 2, it gets some more ribbons on its fists, and it now has 2 wings on its back with a cool feather particle effect. At level 3, it gets some gray knee pads. At level 4, the wings are now much bigger and more angelic, and at max level, she's now much taller, has a different animation, and much bigger fists. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and as you can see, it has a little heart effect when attacking enemies, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. And the heart effect is now a broken heart. This is how it looks when using its ability, having a custom animation and explosion. This skin is crazy. Not only is it extremely high quality, but custom animations, 2 different special effects when attacking, and a special animation / explosion when it's jumping. I gotta say, this is by far my favorite brawler skin in the game. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, it has this heart explosion effect when you place it down. And because of all of its extra features, I'm easily gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Now, with that done, that's all of the currently obtainable skins. However, there are 2 more existing Valentine skins that did not return. First, we have the Valentines Pyromancer. And yes, I did forget to turn off the golden perk. I don't care, it's 2 AM. At level 0, it has a white shirt and pink pants. On his back, it has 2 pink gas tanks. At level 1, it gets a grayish pinkish metal mask and some white gloves. At level 2, it gets a gas mask with a pink visor. At level 3, it gets an extra strap on his chest. At level 4, his gas tanks are now a dark red color. And at max level, it now has a different flamethrower. This is how it looks attacking at level 0. And this is how it looks attacking at max level. This skin is so outdated and so terrible. I mean, at level 0, it's bald and literally just has a white shirt and pants and then the default flamethrower. And at max level, while it does have kind of a cool visor, it still just has a stupid default flamethrower and barely any details on its body. I honestly don't like any levels of the skin, so I'm gonna give it a solid 2 out of 10. Now, for our very last skin in the video, we have the Valentines Medic. At level 0, it has purple hair, a pink doctor's coat, and a pink gun. At level 1, it gets a scarf covering its mouth and some bright pink gloves. At level 2, it gets a strap across his waist, holding some neon pink vials. At level 3, it gets a pair of glasses, and his coat changes slightly, revealing his arms. It also gets a big heart on his back. Finally, at max level, it now has a pink dress, a glowing white halo, a pair of white wings, and is holding a magic staff, which is radiating some kind of pink energy. This is how it looks attacking at level 0, and this is how it looks attacking at max level. It's unfortunately bugged out, so it doesn't have any kind of projectile. This is how it looks when using its ability. Overall, while being extremely outdated, this kit definitely has a lot more quality and detail compared to the other really old skins. I wouldn't necessarily say it has any ugly levels, and it looks pretty good all the time. I also think the radiating staff is really cool. It's just kind of a shame that it doesn't actually shoot anything. So I'm gonna give this a 6.6 out of 10 because it's pretty cool, but still very outdated. But with that, that's finally it for this video. Let me know in the comments below which one of these skins is your favorite and whether or not you agree with my rankings. It is the middle of the night and I have school tomorrow, so good night. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.